Hey, what's up, everyone? Bestinwest here. And for episode 3, I've decided to kind of jump ahead in the progression of my battles in GBL this season. Um, when we left off in episode 2, I was in rank 3. I just got to rank 3, and now we're just going to jump ahead. I am currently in rank 5, I think, either rank 4 or rank 5, and we're going to get into these battles. These are a little bit more competitive, and I definitely take some L's in these sets, but at the same time, the majority of them I believe I win. So, yeah, let's get to it. Now, unlike the other videos, I didn't record before because there were the matchmaking system was having some problems around this time. So I just started recording right before the battle started. So you won't see the names of the trainers, but I think it's still okay. So sorry if I battled anyone and I didn't call you guys out or mention you guys. The names got cut off. I'm not exactly sure who I battled. But yeah, we're going to get into these battles right away. Again, I am sticking with this team that got me to rank 10 in season 1. It is Altaria, Munchlax, and Registeel. So Munchlax being a pretty good save swap if I have a bad lead. Most of the time, the bad leads are going to be a Zumro or a Registeel. So Munchlax doesn't have a great matchup against either one of them, but can kind of put them down low enough where I can deal with it with either my Registeel or my Altaria. So yeah, we'll see how I end up doing. But yeah, let's get into it. So I lead off with Altaria and Skarmory. So this is not a good matchup, but it's not a terrible matchup either. And it looks like he's lagging. And in GBL, I kind of feel bad, but he he ended up leaving. That lag was pretty bad. So take the L. I mean, take the W. Take it, I guess. Not the most satisfying way to get a W, but at the same time, that's happened to me as well. So, anyways, Altaria versus Swampert. This is a good matchup for me. So they switch into Vigoroth right away, and I don't have a good answer to Vigoroth. So I can't. I As you saw, I kind of looked into switching, but I decided not to because this is actually probably the best matchup I can get in terms of against Vigoroth. So Vigoroth versus Altaria, I'm going to be dealing neutral damage to it, and it's going to be doing neutral damage to me with Body Slam, but those counters are going to be resisted. So that's actually a positive for me, and I got a little bit extra energy. So I'm going to get these Sky Attacks off. And she decides not to shield that, and so now we're even shields, and I'm up a whole Pokemon. He brings in Registeel, and I bring in my Munchlax. So Munchlax is going to deal neutral damage with those licks, and it's going to be resisting those body slams. But I most of the time Registeel will throw a Focus Blast against my Munchlax if I have one shield left. So I'm gonna go ahead and shield that up, and I throw my Bulldoze, and that gets shielded. So now Registeel has no shields, and this Focus Blast is going to come through, and they switch into Swampert. So that was kind of interesting because if they had just stayed, my Munchlax was going to faint. But I was able to get to Body Slam and deal about half of Swampert's health. So now I'm waiting for the switch clock a little bit, and I bring in my Altaria. Altaria versus Registeel is not that great of a matchup. But they do get the Sludge Wave, and it knocks out my Altaria. But now I have Registeel, and Swampert's charge move, I don't think Hydro Cannon is going to knock me out right here. So I think I can take one more, so I farm up a little bit extra and get off this Slash Cannon. I think Swampert's pretty squishy, and even though it's not very effective damage, it does knock out Swampert. Now I have some energy going into this Registeel and get to that Focus Blast. So that overfarm on that Swampert was allowed me to get to that Focus Blast before she was able to get to her Focus Blast. So yeah, GG. So good start in this rank 5, or there was a battle before this, but anyways, let's see, is this the same battle? No. So Altaria versus Skarmory again. Oh, it was the same battle. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna jump ahead. This is going to, let's see. All right, Bristol Blaziken. All right, let's see how this goes. Bristol Blaziken. So I lead off with Altaria again, lead off with Skarmory. So this is again, it's a very similar start. And I'm looking to catch this Sky Attack. And I switch into my Munchlax. They switch into Whiscash. So this is actually not terrible for me. As long as that Whiscash doesn't get matched up against that Registeel, that's actually a win for me. So they do switch into their Whiscash against my Munchlax. I was able to get a little bit of energy. So these Body Slams are going to be coming out fast. They get to another charge move. I think this is Mud Bomb. It was a little too fast to get to a Blizzard. So at this point, they're going to get to another Mud Bomb. And I think I shield at this point. No, I don't. And they do get that Blizzard off. And luckily, my Munchlax is able to hold on and get another Body Slam off. And they do shield that. So now I have to think about what do I want to bring back in. I do bring in Altaria because they just blew all their energy on that Blizzard. I don't think he has another Blizzard. Nope, it's a Mud Bomb, and I'm able to farm that Whiscash down. And they bring out their Skarmory with loaded energy. And so they use the Sky Attack, and I'm going to be able to farm a little bit and use my Sky Attack. So now I think I have a little bit of energy, and I'm going to try... Nope, I have a lot of energy because I farmed down that Whiscash. Right. So I get this second Sky Attack off, and it's going to deal a decent amount of damage. They don't block. So now I'm just going to farm down. I try to catch that Sky Attack, but I was a little bit too late. And it's a Splash Cannon. Oh, man, that actually hurt. And it's a... Oh, man. It's a Shiftry, and Shiftry is kind of interesting because even though it's squishy, Registeel is still only doing 1 damage per lock-on. So it's going to get that first foul play, and I'm going to go for Flash Cannon, and they let that go. So that was a great play on them. I'm going to get to a second Flash Cannon, and they're going to try to charge. They charged up a lot at this point. So I got to a second Flash Cannon, and I have a shield left, and I believe I shield right here. Yes, and they're going to have to throw again another Flash foul play. And they tried to charge up enough so that my Altaria... Oh, but I survived that, and I'm able to lock on down that Shiftry. So, wow, that was really close. So that was their win condition, is to pretty much... I don't know. That was really close. Well played. But getting into this next battle, yeah, as you can see, in rank 5, the competition is still pretty stiff. Again, this is early on in the season, so a lot of the top ranked players are still climbing up them as well. So this is Richest Chiga. Maybe a shout out to Rich Brian's old name. So lead off with Bastiodon, which is actually a very, very bad matchup for Altaria. And they stay in this, which makes me kind of wonder what they have in the back. Get that Stone Edge off, and I overfarm, and I go ahead and let this Bulldoze go. Interested to see if they shield or not, and they do shield. So now we're even shields. And it's going to get another charge move off right here. I let this go. I don't know how much this actually does. Okay, it does a lot, but I'm able to get to another Bulldoze, and this will knock out this... No, it doesn't. Okay, so I am able to knock it down some. I'm in a tough situation because Altaria will not do that much damage to Bastiodon, but I do go back into with Altaria, and I switch into my Registeel, and they bring in Meganium. So I need 2 Flash Cannons to knock out Meganium, but they do have a shield. They need to hit an Earthquake. I do have 1 shield as well. So they do farm up to an Earthquake. Earthquake will not KO me, and luckily they baited me. So Frenzy Plant, and I'm going to get to another Flash Cannon. At this point, I believe they shield. No, they let that go. I'm actually kind of surprised. It's Haunter. Okay, so Haunter, and I'm going to get to a Flash Cannon. They overfarmed a lot, so they're going to shield right here. And they're going to throw their energy at me. and that's good because I just wasted all my energy, so that's fine. So now I switch into my Altaria and throw my Sky Attack into this barely alive Bastiodon. Um, and they bring Haunter back in, but I have a shield still. So this shield is going to be my saving grace because whatever this is, a Shadow Punch, doesn't knock me out, and I'm able to get to this Sky Attack and knock out this Haunter. So, oh man, they made a really good switch, but it just wasn't enough, right? Like, that Bastiodon, even though it's a good matchup against my Altaria, it's not that good, right? So, GG's. I think that's it. Nope. Let's see. All right. Let's jump back around. All right. So in this battle, I lead off Altaria versus Deoxys. This is actually a good matchup. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking it was like, oh, I want to catch this charge move, but I decided to shield it. Rock Slide is going to be dealing super effective damage, but these counters are going to be resisted, and they're not stab. So by switching to Munchlax, because Lick is going to be dealing super effective damage, but these counters are also going to be dealing super effective, but Lick is going to deal super effective damage back to Deoxys, so it's kind of even. But he switches in Registeel, and I'm not sure if that's the right move. Maybe you should have just stayed in Deoxys. But anyways, they block that first Bulldoze, and they go Flash Cannon. Okay, so now I was able to lower their HP down enough where I believe a Focus Blast will KO them. So that will, I bring in my own Registeel because the Focus Blast will not KO me, but I kind of had a feeling they were going to go Focus Blast anyways. So I'm hoping to bait their shield right here because they believe their Registeel would faint with a Focus Blast. So now it leads the door wide open for a Focus Blast KO against their Registeel. They get a Focus Blast off on me, but doesn't KO. I get a Flash Cannon off right here on their Deoxys. They have no more shields. So now it's going to be a race to focus. Oh no, they have an Azumarill. So it looks like I lose this battle, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lose this battle. I get a Sky Attack off on this Azumarill. I'm able to survive maybe one Ice Beam, but yeah, I'm not gonna. I think I need 4 Sky Attacks to knock out this Azumarill, and I'm only going to get to 2 of them. So yeah, in this set I end up going 4 out of 5. Yep, that Azumarill knocks me out. So if there's anything that I learned from that loss, was that do not switch out Altaria when you're going up against Deoxys. Even though Deoxys is doing super effective damage with those rock slides, it's dealing not very effective damage with that counter. So that's a good thing. The majority of its damage is going to be from that counter. That Psychic typing is helping it to resist those Sky Attacks. Not resist, but take neutral damage from those Sky Attacks. But at the same time, you're dealing heavy neutral damage with those Dragon Breaths. So that's actually a positive matchup. I believe in the 1 shield, Altaria wins. In the no shields, I think Altaria still wins maybe. But in the lead, Altaria versus Deoxys, stay in that matchup. Don't switch unless you really feel like you can catch that Rock Slide on, I don't know, like a Registeel or something. Something that will take not very effective damage from that Rock Slide because it's going to hit Altaria for super effective damage. But that'll do it for this video. Thanks for tuning in. In the next video, I may skip to maybe rank 7, 8, wherever I am right now. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you hit that thumbs up to like it. And till next time, guys, this is Bestinwest. I'll catch you guys later.